Hey, what's going on, day ones? This podcast is brought to you by a couple of phenomenal sponsors. First up, we got Rose Vogue Stylings. Ladies, are you in the market for a new purse? What about a new swimsuit? What about some earrings? The folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings, they got you covered. Please go to rosevoguestyling.com. And while you're on the website, please enter in that promo code late night. You want to make sure you're getting all of those amazing discounts. Also, if you are in the market for a lovely timepiece such as the one that I am wearing, please go to blackwatches.com. That is BLAK watches.com and enter in that promo code late night W Nate to get another fantastic discount off of quality timepieces. Again, thank you to the folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings and those at Black Watches. Now to the show. Yeah. Yo. Welcome back to your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
And it is time for Late Night with Nate Adrian. Yes, I did hit the horns a little bit early, but hey, who cares? It's grassroots here. Shout out to the day ones. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. We appreciate you. Boogie! How you feeling? Happy weekend to you.
Yes, thank you so much. That is what we're doing. Week's been good. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Like I said last podcast, I am fully enthralled in
I can see it.
The student life right now. It's definitely a transition. I know for a lot of folks, new folks that are that I'm newly friends with, and the more tenured folks. Oh, I see you took a sip. I'll take a sip.
Yeah. I fell for the peer pressure. I've been drinking, as I said earlier, all day, but I was like, you know what? Why not? I've got nothing else to do. Boogie's getting a drink, so it's time for me to get a drink.
Yeah, I've been I gotta be honest. A lot of people in October, they do the sober October, which is kind of, I honestly don't understand that, especially during Halloween. So you're telling me Halloween, you're not drinking at all?
Come on.
Oktoberfest. Come on. What are we doing? This is the kickoff of
spooky season.
Yeah, this is the kickoff of honestly having hot beverages, or just beverages that keep you warm in your body. And you know what beverages do keep you warm in your body? Liquor.
Anything I can heat up.
Alcohol.
That apple cider, throw a little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, over here. And you got a nice little beverage. That apple cider is a nice little base.
You can make a hot toddy. You can do a Irish coffee. You can hit it with a rum toddy. That's a rum chata, which is really a rum toddy.
Did you make that up yourself?
I feel like you can make up any of these drinks. First off, all these drinks are made up, so don't get it twisted. Go crazy. But hey, no peer pressure, really. Shout out to everyone that is taking off, October. Honestly, I thought they do. Don't they do dry January or something? Isn't that a thing too?
I thought it was. I know it's no shave November. That's all I know. And then
that's all you know.
I don't be paying attention to because whenever people are like, "Are you going to be dry?" I'm like, why would I want to do that? You know how stressful this world is, and you telling me I can't drink liquor or smoke or anything? No.
I will say, if you have to have a moniker or a theme for you to stop drinking, maybe you should go seek some help. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm waiting for No Drink November. It's like, yo, my guy. And you know what? It's usually people who are on like their 15th drink too. Yeah, I got 2 weeks. I'm giving it up, but until then,
I'm about to go Hey, maybe you shouldn't, or when they do those things, I hear it all the time. They be like, "Hey, 5 days, 5 days without alcohol, bruh."
It's like,
Who's
damn,
counting
like
how many days I've been without alcohol?
people who are alcoholics, people
Yeah,
who are former alcoholics,
yeah.
and people who don't know they're alcoholics. I think those are
My
the only
gosh,
people who are counting, because it's like, yo, my guy.
yeah.
First off, I feel like if you're gonna make that announcement, it has to be a much higher number. Because I'm like 5 days, I'm like, bro, you really didn't think of it. Like, what are we
No,
doing here?
let them live. If they got to start somewhere, let them live.
Okay, you can start there. Just don't announce it. Like,
Don't share with us.
yeah,
Okay.
let us know when you get to the big, 100 days sober. I'm like, my boy, that's pressure. But 5 days, like, nigga, that's not even a full week. Like, what are we doing? Like,
It's hard. It's hard for folks. I get it.
no, you're right. I'm not
Addiction is real. We playing around because I was really gonna say,
we
what
are
you call alcoholics? Quitters. No, just kidding.
people in my family.
Definitely people in my family for sure. Yeah.
No, I think that's why I can joke about it, because alcoholism does run in my family. So I'm just like, yeah, we're not gonna go down that road. Because I've seen those uncles, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be like you.
And aunties, don't
So
discriminate. It be uncles
that's
and
true too.
aunties. But I will say, I do have an uncle in particular. Shout out to this particular uncle that just recently got his driver's license back after I promise you, after I promise you,
She said he just got it back.
wait, I just gotta share this because I'm not gonna put him on. I fucks with him. I'm not gonna say his name or whatever, but this man, for as long as I've been alive, has been driving dirty and I think he had his driver's license suspended for 10 years because he's been driving
without a license.
Without a license and under the influence because he is an alcoholic. But my gosh, now he is back. I have
now
a cousin.
He can drive with a license. He can drive drunk
now
with
he
a
can
license.
Drive with a license, but I bet you he won't be driving with no alcohol in this system. So
first of all, Boogie, you know as well as I know
okay.
that Chicagoans, that is a challenge to them.
Oh, okay.
Can I make it home? Watch me. It's like, bet I can't. Like, let me down this Malort and then I'm gonna get behind the wheel. Like, it is like
I'm
Dan
not
Ryan after the bars let out it's like Mario Kart.
It's kind of wild. Like when the bars let out, they just be like, "All right, disperse, be gone." I don't like cops should be like, "All right, as soon as everybody right." Like I don't understand that because you know why? Because cops after they get off, they go to the bars too,
man,
and they are at the same way. Okay.
Look, when we were in New York that one time, they were literally cops in there.
They were
cops and firefighters, and it's like, yo, they were like, yeah, happy retirement, blah blah blah. And it's like, are you supposed to be? And they still got their guns on their hips too.
That was the most stressful night. I'm like, hey, even though I'm like an abiding citizen, but my God, when you have that many cops just first responders, firefighters, I'm like, hey, I act like a criminal sometimes. I'd be like, what I got on me that
it was like, can we get these drinks to go? Because that's how many cops was in there. It was just like, whoa.
Yeah, it was definitely high stress for sure on that end.
It definitely was. What else is going on with you though? I know we got sidetracked with this drinking. What else is studying is so far?
Come on now. Studying has consumed my life right now for the time being. This is fourth quarter season where folks, put their hoodies in, they go into hibernation and they start, really showing what folks, what they all about. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Change a little bit. So
winter arc is coming. Yeah, winter arc is coming. So I'm just trying to, be a better person.
Until the snow hits, then them text messages is gonna be less and less. It's like, where's she at? It's cold.
Yeah, no, but I am trying to balance out trying to actually have somewhat of a social life and step outside of schooling. You know
Out
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
cobblestones. I see you out here.
Yeah, I went. I'm proud of myself. A friend of mine
Okay.
asked me to, go to a boot camp, and I said no. But then but then she asked me again, and I was like,
Sure.
I asked her for the deets. I was like, how long is this damn boot camp? How much does boot camp
Important.
class cost?
Also important.
Where the hell is it in
These are
relations to
all
where
good
I am?
fact-finding questions that you're asking.
And she went down and answered my questions pretty concise, and I realized I had no other response but to say yes. So I did.
Could have said
And
no. Always a response too.
yeah, did a nice little, boot camp session. It was cute. It was cool. Broke
Very
broke
demure.
Right. Very demure, you know what I mean? Very cutesy,
Okay.
So, but she did me dirty real quick and was recording me while I was like in a zone. I was on this bike that you had to, I was on a bike where the instructor was like, we need y'all to burn 8 calories. And in the matter of 45 seconds. Right, 45 seconds. And we had to do it like 4 times. And I was like, man, I'm about to burn these 8 calories. But for some reason, when the one time I put my head down and go into, workout mode, she records me.
When she caught you.
And I was like, hey, yo, come on.
You pulled a T'Challa, delete that video.
It's all right. It's all good because when I saw the video, I was like, "Damn, I look stupid." Why am I working this hard?
But okay. Well, some might say is you look stupid. Others would be like, "Yo, at least she's in there." You can't be an armchair QB with your chips, being like, "Haha, you look stupid." Yeah. You got your beer belly. You can't. You can't be talking about other people.
Oh, so that ain't never happened. Thank you.
For getting there. And on a Saturday?
On a Saturday morning. Saturday morning.
Yeah, you a good one.
But that's about it. What's happening with you in your life over there in them streets?
We're still progressing with the coloring book and everything. It's more Zen over here. The Zenning is there.
The Zen master.
I am loving where I'm at with things. I'm just like, things that used to piss me off. I'm like, they don't quite
pisses you off, but just in a different level. You know what I mean? A different perspective.
It's not as much, It's not to where I'm like 400 degrees. I might be at like 375. Gotcha. That's kind of where I'm at. So I'm like, I love where I'm at in this level of maturity. I just been chilling. Just been on a straight chill. Of course, I went on a drug run. I had to do the
gotta tell nobody.
Bam.
Why are you sharing this information?
It's podcast. Are you really podcasting if you're not telling any and everything about your life? Also,
gotta tell your business.
It's a legal state. Catch me if you can.
All right.
It's legal state. Legal state. Met up with some homies from Chicago, bounced around, hit a couple of dispensaries in New Buffalo, Michigan. I was like, cool. I love that area. A lot of Chicagoans frequent New Buffalo, just kind of nice to get away and everything. Hit up a brewery that happened to be in an old church, and I kind of felt really weird, especially like when you're out and you're vaping and everything, and you're like, everything is cool,
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute.
You walk into a church.
Yeah, it says Church Brewery, and you're thinking, oh, that's a cool name, Church Brewery. Until you get in and hosting or like the wait right here desk is an actual old pulpit, and you're like, oh snaps, Church Brewery, and this cross is here, and it's like, should I be in here drinking? And it's like, I don't know, am I gonna drink it? Sure am.
Messing up your brain right there,
because I'm like, hopefully whatever type of spirits and things right here, hopefully they're all good. Hopefully
they saged it out and was like, Yeah.
I remember it did make me I had 2 lovely craft beers, and in the midst of the craft beers, because I'm always scanning, I'm like, I
And these
am
craft
one
beers.
of 2 brothers out here.
Yeah, you
And
have to. That's like the automatic thing that you must do on that's on
any
your
trip.
checklist. Yeah,
It's like
on
any trip.
anywhere. You gotta go beep 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 beep. Where we at?
I'm like,
How we looking?
where are the niggas? I see one nigga who was an employee. I was like, okay, cool. There's one nigga there. Then I seen some black young ladies who were working on the waist. I was
Sure.
like, okay, cool. Oh,
Sure.
more nigglets here. There was a niglet
Damn, all on
patron.
the okay. I was about to
Yeah,
say
there was a
you're
patron
saying
too.
all you okay. You're saying all waist staffs. At this point, I feel like, especially black people always find other black peoples, and we
Oh
always
yeah.
give acknowledgement that.
Oh yeah. We don't do
Okay,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We gonna do it. Even when I was at the dispensary, I asked homie, I was like, hey bro, I was like, keep it real. He's like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. He gave me some spots, and I was like, I appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
But the brewery was nice. It
Okay.
brought me back to a time in college where one of the clubs used to be a church, and it was turned into like a rump shaking club.
What is
That
up with these church rehabs?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, are churches going out of business, and niggas is like, yo, I could flip this, and turn into a club, and turn into a restaurant. My thing is this: if you're going to turn establishments that were churches into anything else, just take the crosses down. Just take the crosses down.
Oh, there were crosses up there?
Yes, in the club, Clutch Cargo, I believe is the name, in Pontiac, Michigan.
You believe his name? Come on,
It's
Nate.
changed.
You
the name,
know
the
it's
club has
the
changed.
name.
I believe it was
okay.
called Clutch Cargo.
Okay.
Clutch Cargo. It had like 15 different names, but I believe that's what the name was.
That was the last name. Okay.
But if you tell people from this area, you tell them the church, it was like the church club in Pontiac, they'll know. Because you go in there and it's like literally you look up and there are crosses in the scaffolding, and it's like, yo, y'all couldn't take these out.
That's actually smart. That's smart. You know what it is? Because they like, hey, put this up here because people might be wilding out. But, once they look up, this is a reminder
I see what you're saying.
that, hey, we watching you.
You ain't going to shoot the place up.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
That's a smart tactic.
That's a smart tactic. It's like, I'm not going to shoot you in here. I'm going to wait till we get outside where there's no crosses, and then
respect the establishment. Right.
That makes sense. Because you know what? You don't want that bad karma, because like it still was a church. And I'm just nah. But it was cool. Had a really good pizza. Margarita pizza always is a hit.
Okay. Yeah,
but I had a nice little pistachio joint. And I gotta say, people always are like, should pineapples be on pizza? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I will say this much. Pistachios do belong on pizza. It was like a nice, it was like sausage, and it was like a cream-based sauce. So they had ground the pistachios up in there. And it was just a very hint taste. And I was like, this is different. It was good. I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let you live on that.
I was like, oh my gosh. You know what? Sometimes, Boogie, you know what? Because when you hang out with the white, sometimes your palate, you got to just go out there and have like that white people palate. And I was like, you know what? This is on the white people palate. I like pistachios, but I never thought
you might like pistachios.
Right. Mike Tyson liked pistachios, but I never would have thought to mix pistachios and pizza, 2 of my favorite things. So I'm like, you know what? God. But it was cool. It was cool. Made it back here in time for this dope pod. It was crazy because they were like, what do you want to drink? And I was like, what is that goblet over there that Becky has? So the other Becky was like, let me go ask her. And she was like, what is that? She's like, I don't know. They told me it tastes like Miller Lite, but also a little more hoppier. And I was like, ooh, I kind of like that. So I was like, bring me one. And it turned out to be really good. Sometimes you gotta listen to facts.
Black people do be beering. They do drink their beers.
I am that IPA dude. So if you're like a black person and you just like, yo, I'm trying to ease my way into beer or whatever, hit me up. I will not steer you wrong, because when I had to figure it out myself. Like, soon as I turned 21, I went and bought 2 packs of beer at midnight, and I was like, all right, we're gonna see which one I like. Didn't like either one of them, but I bought them, and I was like, you know what? we're gonna drink these until I do like them, and now I like beer. You know, it is an acquired taste. You just got to keep going until you find the ones you like. That's just the way it is.
Shout out to you, because if anybody needs recommendations on wine and alcohol spirits, I'm here. Okay, I'm here for you.
I see you over there with your beverage. I was thinking about matching you, and I was like, you know what? All I got over here is like
drink a beer. Lean into your beer. Lean into your beer.
Okay, look. So I ran out of beer here, so I have infused tea, and I was like, ooh, weed tea. I might want to say these for another day, you know. And I was like, what should I get? I was like, I got Prosecco, say that for another day. I got cherry wine, not cracking that. But every time I look at that bottle of cherry wine, I think of that song. What's that? We don't have to take a cruise up. I think of that song because he was talking about cherry wine. And I was like, it's totally random where my mind just goes to random 80 songs. I stumbled upon the tequila, and I was like, you know what? This is what we're doing. We are drinking the tequila.
I fucks with that. Respect.
You know, but as I roll into the rest of the weekend, Boogie, I'm leaning into. I told folks last week, I was like, you know what? I might do like a Nate series of like cooking, a Nate grilling Sunday series, something. You know what, Boogie? I'm throwing some swine on the smoker tonight. I'm doing some overnight pulled pork, overnight pork shoulders, pork butts. We getting after it. I keep telling you, I'm earning my grilling shingles. Like I'm turning into that dude. Am I what?
And your keeps in the home.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like the neighbors are like, who is smoking stuff every weekend? That guy. The guy at 50 such and such. That guy.
It would be smart for you to start selling some plates out there.
You know what? If I do get into that, I did think about that. I was like, you know what, a little barbecue truck or something.
Just saying.
You know, I thought about that. I don't want niggas coming to my house though. I'm not trying to have niggas coming to my house. Right, so if I do anything, I got, you know, maybe set up in someone's parking lot or something.
That's fair.
You know, bring the grill. Be like,
you just don't want folks knowing where the hell you are.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of
safety, Pete. Yeah,
kind of like drug dealers. You don't necessarily want to serve them at your crib. You know, it's like,
but they do.
You know, they do. You sometimes get lazy. They get lazy. You know, I have been to many of a dealer's houses and had to, you know, it's the third rock on the left. That's where your bag is. If you get the other rock, you got somebody else's stuff. We've come a long way from having to fumble in the dark for your good.
They should have really focused on lock boxes. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, I feel like that. Okay, I feel like drug dealers are cheap.
Are they now?
That cuts into the margin, into your product. Because think about it this way: anytime you get something from the plug, they're not giving you no nice little baggie. They ripping off a little corner and tying it, or they taking a little plastic bag. I have never got like an actual a real Ziploc bag. It's always a corner of this, a corner of that, and also I'm really amazed at how they can eyeball them corners, especially if you buy an ounce. I'm like, just give me the whole bag. Why are you ripping off this corner for this whole ounce? But I get it. You gotta, you know, inventory. Keeping this thing rolling here. Let's get to what is making me angry this week.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Boogie. You know what? It's been a peaceful week for me. You know, I haven't really had to, you know, step outside myself or anything, but I am getting annoyed with all of these goddamn baby oil jokes. It's like, niggas, can y'all just let it go? Like, come on, man. Like, one, y'all niggas ain't funny. Two, y'all niggas ain't funny. Three, C1 and 2. Like, the joke just not hitting.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying, did y'all niggas like read this material before you said it? Like, come on, man. Like these skits with the baby oil, it's just like there's only been a couple that have been landed successfully. It's just like, cut it out. The Diddy memes, the Diddler, Diddy damn do it, Diddy, cut it out. This case is gonna be going on for a long, and we just scratching the surface. And y'all are already burning out with these jokes. Like, give it some time.
Let let them live. They trying to get the easy, low hanging fruit first, get it out of the way, establish themselves. Now, when obviously, I don't know if if you heard, but both sides of the parties of the defense as well as the prosecutor, they've decided to seal.
Yeah, I did hear
all of the info. So maybe that's all we got. Hopefully somebody leaks a little bit of information, but right now that is all we got to hold on to. So that's what they're doing.
That tells me that what we already knew, that there's some very powerful people in there.
We know
and
this.
I want to know how much money was sent to the DA's office to get that to, you know what, you can let this case keep going. But them records, they ain't hitting the internet. Like, I wonder how much money was sent for them to be like, okay, we're gonna stamp it, sealed.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It's a lot. Yeah. But I get you. I get you what you're saying regarding the baby oil specifically. Those the jokes that I've seen have been very subpar at best. So
they have been ass cheeks. They have been the worst jokes. Quite frankly, I've been disappointed. I'm just like, you know what? You guys are way better than this. Like, I expected so much more from you. And it's also one of those things where it's like, at some point in time, you just got to be like, you know what? Everybody in the world is going to be joking about this. So maybe, just maybe, I'm going to just hold on to these. Like, it is just overload of damn baby oil jokes to the point where it's just like, this shit is just ass. And I'll say this much: I don't want to be caught with baby oil right now. Like, you don't want to be grabbing even if you're not even a freaky ass person. You just want to avoid baby oil, right? You just be like, you know what, regular lotion. These are just for my elbows. Like, I'm not doing anything freaky with this. Like, I'm gonna go get the Aquaphor. You're gonna choose. You're gonna get Vaseline. You're gonna choose other forms to, tackle that ash, because you don't want to be associated with baby oil. Are you one of them freaky ass dudes? It's like, no, nigga. Like, I got eczema. Like, come on. Like, I will say though about the baby oil, I'm still just fat. I'm just like, wow. Like, there were other type of lubricants that I'm hoping it wasn't from the inside. I'm hoping maybe it was just a little slip and slide. That's what I'm hoping. But I guess we will find out.
Oh, God.
We will find
Splash.
I will say this much: Court TV, the ratings about to go up. Whoever gets to show that case, man, we are gonna be tuned in. Keeping this thing on rolling to more positive news. Let's get to
I'm tipping my hat.
Tip another MF hat. Boogie, who you tipping your hat to this week?
I'm tipping my hat to Dr. Asia Johnson, who is opening the first HBCU college prep high school in NYC in the fall. Pretty dope. She's a Delaware State University alumni and founder of this HBCU college prep. She is partnering with Delaware State University for this groundbreaking initiative that's offering accelerated high school experience where students will graduate with both a high school diploma and an associate's degree. So shout out to her for pushing for this. And this is the first ever HBCU early college prep high school in New York. So something that's never happened before. Shout out to her. So
that is dope as hell. A couple things that they're gonna have a slamming ass band.
All day.
Chicken Wednesdays is gonna be hitting. Wow. Fish Fridays is gonna be slapping. All right. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I went to a college prep, so college prep high school, so I know how vigorous and also fun, I should say,
Why your
It was.
vocabulary is so vast. You know, I get it.
Whoa.
I get it. You know,
Okay. This man.
expeditiously.
All right. I didn't go to that school now. The school of hard knocks.
Big
No,
words
thank
like,
you.
yeah, I get it. You accelerated high schools. I see you.
Indubitably. No, thank you. No.
You lame tech niggas. Okay.
All right. Shout out to us, by the way. We went viral real quick. So
From Lane Tech went viral?
yeah, Lane Tech High School.
What Lane Tech do?
Went to we went viral for our prep rally. Real quick, we had our little 15 minutes of fame. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it was a pep rally. Okay, y'all was on the news. What happened?
Yeah, we was on the news. Ain't shit happened. We if people don't know, I guess I should share this. No, I'm just saying, for the folks that don't know, what Albert LG Lane Technical Preparatory College.
Oh, that's the full name of it?
Yeah. We are the largest high school and college prep high school in Chicago. So my graduating class was 1,100, just to give you a idea.
I had a long ass graduation ceremony.
We sure did. We sure did. But yeah, we went viral real quick because our prep rally is, it's epic. You know what I'm saying? And folks had little news outlets out there trying to, see what we was all about, and we go hard. That's all it is.
Okay. I see you out here, Lane Tech. Shout out to Lane Tech. What's our mascots?
Well, our mascot was at this point where it was accepted. Our mascot was the Indians, but we no longer go by said mascot anymore.
So what is the new politically correct name for y'all?
That is a great question. I've been seeing multiple images, but no real explanation of it. So I'm gonna just hold off on that.
Wait, I need to look this up. So wait, there is no mascot? Or wait, let me look it up.
Oh wow.
Let me look it up. Lane Tech.
Wow. Whoa.
Let's
Okay. Because that's what we're doing right now. I just got here trying to tip my hat to a Black woman. Okay, that's doing big things, but yet this is more important, clearly, for you.
Champion? That's what y'all are called?
We are the champions. Yes, we are the city of champions.
What's wrong with that?
No. We're the city of champions, but there is no really definite mascot.
Oh, so y'all don't have a mascot? That's what you're saying.
All right. Well,
no, it's not a knock. Right
now right now we are in between. Right now.
Okay.
I sound like one of them.
Nothing wrong with
folks.
that.
We're in between jobs right now. Okay.
So what do they say at games when they announce y'all? Is it like, no, give it up for your Lane Tech?
I don't know. I haven't been. First of all, chill out, my guy. I haven't been to a game in over 10 years. Like,
I need like I'm gonna have to ask some people who you know what, the Walker twins, they went Carrie went there, one of them went there.
I went to high school. We were the same year. Anyway, let's focus on the matter at hand.
For your Lane Tech.
No
names.
Okay.
Give it up for your Lane Tech. Wow. We still voting on it.
Okay. This really got you talking wild right now.
I mean, you can't be the biggest school in Chicago and not have a mascot. Like, you gotta.
We working on it, my guy. It takes a long time. The Commanders took forever to figure out that they are the Commanders. True. They were the Washington State for a while. The Washingtons. My bad. They were the Washingtons.
They was the Washington team. Yeah, no, I got you. I understand.
So right now we are the Lane Techians. Okay.
I was gonna say the technicians.
Wow.
I was gonna call you.
You gonna call us blue collar?
Yo, you could be a pharmacy tech. It's many technicians.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You over here thinking like I'm just demoting y'all to
my bad.
Fucking sanitation engineers or something.
All right, because that's what it sounds like. Hey, not there's anything wrong with that, but
of course not. Hey, in the right city, yo, You might make a nice little chunk of
Yeah,
change being a
making some
sanitation
money.
engineer.
Yeah. Hey man, who you got for your tippet? My God.
I am tipping my hat to Southern University. They have had their largest graduating class
Hey.
of Black male nurses in nearly 140 years.
Wow.
Shout out to those gentlemen. We need more Black doctors, Black nurses, Black dentists. We need more than just Black everything. So shout out to them.
Shout out.
So that is
That's
huge.
major.
Especially with all of the things that are going on in the medical field, where there's so much practice towards Black people, especially Black women. It really is dope to have other Black voices there who hopefully, because let's be real, had that one Black lady who, you know, she fucked up in Atlanta with the baby's head coming off. You can go read that story.
I forgot.
9 times out of 10, having a Black physician, Black nurse, they're there to help. You just gotta let people know.
We all gotta. All I'm saying is,
it's good to have. You know.
Yeah. Why do we always gotta pinpoint our negativity? You know.
Good with the bad. Okay,
yeah, that's true.
You know, I'm just saying.
We trying to always uplift. Okay.
You know what? You are right, my sister. Let's get to the uplifting further and further by getting to news and work Let's get doing, Sandy. You know what? I feel like lately we have just been reporting on the death news.
My God.
It is crazy. Sadly, John Amos passed away. Good Times, Die Hard, a bevy of shows,
roles, and just characters.
You were watching. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, just an overall talented man. And you know, I'm happy to hear that he transitioned at home
peacefully, or at least
peacefully,
allegedly
for what? Yeah, because we don't know. It's a lot going on, but
yeah,
there's always something when people pass on. So we definitely want to send our best and our love and
prayers to
absolutely
his family. Hopefully that situation. If you don't know, hopefully it plays out for both of them. You know, there's been alleged elder abuse. There's alleged that he was cremated, so they couldn't look to see if there was any type of abuse and things. So hopefully the brother and the sister, and I think the goddaughter, hopefully they can all come together, as well as the other family members, and just kind of figure it out. Because it's not what people want. You know, I don't think he would have wanted to have his family fighting like this after, you know, he's not here. So it's like, you just hope that people figure it out. But I did see your expression over there, you know, and I think it's fitting that I play it, you know.
Damn.
Brace the glass, you know. So it was very sad. We also lost Ken Page. He passed away as well. The voice of Oogie Boogie in Nightmare Before Christmas, All Dogs Go to Heaven. He was in The Wiz. He was the first of the Broadway play. He was or in the movie Cowardly Lion. And everything. So, you know, he passed peacefully in his home in St. Louis, his representative said. And you know what? It's crazy when I heard Oogie Boogie, I was like, this is the brother. This is, or you just knew. And then you know, to see it, it's like, damn. But also people are like, oh my God, you know, everybody's dying. And you think about it, I was like, well, they are getting to that age, and it seems like they were old when we were young. So it's like, yeah, when you start to think of, and that's not a knock towards them, because they were able to have such long careers, because you kept seeing them on things. But it's like, damn, you know,
they can't hold on forever. Like what the
people want them to live for, and it's just like, man, you know, it's time for them to go on, because we don't know what's, you know, once you
Yeah, we
cross
don't know
over.
the next. Yeah, we
So it's
don't
like,
know the
let them
next
go.
life if
You
that
know,
is a thing. But yeah, definitely. I remember All Dogs Go to Heaven.
yep.
Um, yeah, and him in The Wiz, and it's just he had such a profound voice and presence in a lot of the roles that he did. So once again, we thoughts and prayers and wishing his family and friends, the best as they, grieve and during this transition. So
Yes, yes, yes. Moment of silence for those giants there. All right. First up for news you can or can't. Oh, wait. Before we get to the first topic, the strike is over. It is
how
over.
fast? Wow, so quick.
It lasted for a whopping 1 day.
Yeah,
But what was crazy before the strike ended, which I
yeah.
knew this was going to happen.
Oh, of
You
course.
know, there was just a mass rush for
Oh
not
gosh.
water, not food,
Here we go.
toilet paper, and paper towels. And it was crazy.
Paper.
My mom texted me, and I'm convinced it's not our generation. It is the boomers. And I'm just
Hmm.
like, this is a lady who already has like 15 cases of toilet paper out because she said it. She's like, one thing we're gonna have in my house, I'm gonna have spaghetti noodles and toilet paper because I ain't never gonna run out of those two things. And I was just like, okay, I get it. She's like, I sent your uncle some toilet paper. And, I tried to order myself some, and
Oh gosh.
they canceled my order. So you might want to head out to Sam and get yourself some. I had to try 2 different times to get. I don't know why I'm making my mom sound like Muhammad Ali,
I'm gonna
but
let you just go. I'm gonna let you just go
but
for it.
she was like, go get yourself some toilet paper. And I honestly, you know what? I needed paper towels. Like I was down to my last roll of paper towels. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go. And I was going to go the night before when they were like, okay, the port's about to close. I should have went then, but I was like, you know what? It's not gonna be that bad. What could happen? Sure enough, because you know what? I'm going straight to the toilet paper. I know where it's at in Sam's. Everything is cleaned out. Literally everything's
Naturally.
cleaned out. Everything is cleaned out except for the most expensive toilet paper. And I'm like, here we go. I'm like, you guys are panic buying, and it is frustrating me. Even the most expensive paper towels were left too. And I was like, of course, everyone's gonna buy the cheap ones, or the cheapish ones. Normally I buy the Red Bear Charmin, $19.99. Maybe like 21 sometimes. I spent $31 on toilet paper. I had to get the Blue Bear because that's all they had.
I definitely feel like we had this conversation before, but
We did.
I always think about like post-apocalyptic times. What do you expect to do when there are no more manufacturers out here and tissue and toilet paper is the least of your worries? If you don't go get you a rag or a piece of cloth,
What is it? Bidet. You better go ahead. I'm surprised bidets weren't out of stock on Amazon. You know what? Boogie, just telling me what. You know what? I need to start buying stock in toilet paper. I just need to start doing it because when the apocalypse does come, this is showing me niggas don't want water. They want to be able to comfortably wipe their ass and also to be able to clean up spills with paper towels. So I'm going to corner the market. I'm going to have them. And it's going to be like, I'm going to have all my goons, and it's going to be like, oh, you want paper towels? $500 a roll. $500 a roll. That's what I'm going to be doing. They're going to be like, oh, he's evil. He's controlling everything. I'm going to be like, I am. Because you guys showed me that toilet paper is most important.
Invest in bidets, but nights, but weekends. You better invest in all of that. Okay. So
I did get some water. But people did buy a lot of that out. I bought water because I was like, I need water. So I was like, make sure you have water. And I was shocked. I was like, you know what? People left the cheap water and bought all the good water. So, You
So you
know,
bought some Dasani. That's what you're saying.
hell no. I bought the Simply Canadian. So we over here drinking fruit flavored sparkling water over here. It's just like, you know what? This is what it is. You know, I also got a water dispenser. So I was like, you know
I was
what?
about to say that's where the investment is.
I bought the big water jug, but also I was like, you know what? We need some bottles of water around the crib. So you know what? Fruit flavored water it is, Simply Canadian, taking it back to the childhood. So, you know, that's what it was. Topic number 1 for news you can or can't use. You know, because New York, you know, they came out with trash cans. They have decided to also, you know, combat the rat infestation with birth control. So not only Boogie, you know, you ladies out there listening, can the birth control, you know, stop them unwanted pregnancies, but also it can stop the rat population. Don't know if you want to put that in your body. I'm just saying.
Yeah, now that birth control, this is another news or you can use or can't use. Birth controls has been considered a class 1 carcinogen. Throw that out there.
That's why it's killing the rats. It says New York City is putting rats on birth control in a move to tackle the persistent rat problem. New York is set to introduce a humane solution, which would be birth control for the rats. City Council has approved the use of contraceptive called Contrapest, which will be strategically placed in traps throughout the city. By targeting the reproductive capabilities of the rats, officials hope to see a gradual decline in their numbers, leading to a cleaner, healthier urban environment. The rat population is currently estimated to be around 2 million.
Wait, 2 milli with an M or 2 billy like a B?
2 million. But let's be real here, Buggy. Let's be real here. They didn't start cleaning the subways until COVID, so it's probably more than 2 million. It's probably more than 2 million.
Why can I ask why? For some reason, we're always hearing about New York. I should say. What should I say? New York opportunities or just initiatives to curbing rats. Curbing rats and mice. When if I can recall, and please remind me, please correct me if I'm wrong, Chicago was ranked like number 1 or 2 above New York. For some reason, we hear about the most rat infestation city. But for some reason, we hear all the updates for New York. But but for some reason, Chicago, we like, we good. We know what we doing over here. Like, we gotta tell everybody what we doing over here.
Excuse me. See, you know what the thing about Chicago is they have those signs. You see the signs.
Yeah.
Don't feed the rats. They put the signs up.
The pigeons and the rats. That's what they say.
Why you have to tell people not to feed these rodents? Don't know, but you got signs in all the alleyways. Don't feed the rats. They even got signs that says put the trash in the bins. This is how Chicago combats the rat problems. You won't have rats if you aren't just a filthy ass person. Like that's what it is. And unfortunately, in New York, I know they like to say like, it's the best city in the world.
Oh, you can make it New York. You can make it anywhere. Oh God.
It's fucking
New
trash.
York is gonna be in our comments. New York is gonna be in our comments.
I love the pizza, Chinatown, amazing, love food. The people are nice, but you got a rat problem because you're not putting fucking trash in the trash cans. You're fucking putting it on the street. Like, come on.
I mean, it's easy as that. I will say the times that I do visit New York, rats aren't scared at all. They literally will stroll. Nobody's running anymore. No one's pitter-pattering. Rats are literally pacing themselves across the sidewalk and staring at you and stopping.
Like, yo, my guy, I'm walking here. You know, it's like, what are we doing? You know what's crazy? Even the rats have gangs. I've seen videos of rats beating up other rats. And other people have seen it. We've seen rats take pieces of pizza upstairs, downstairs. We've seen rats as big as cats. I don't care. There's no way. What do they call it? therma rat, whatever they call this shit, it's not gonna do anything. Rats are gonna see that shit and be like, oh, what is this? They're gonna eat it, they're gonna keep fucking, and they're gonna keep making more little rat babies. It's not gonna stop anything. It's not gonna stop nothing.
Dare I say, New York rats are as confident and cocky as New Yorkers. Can I just?
It's very true.
Can I just say that? Like in comparison, they like, yeah, we are overcrowded, we are congested. Who does that sound like?
Yo, New York rats they're watching the news. They're like, yo, Monty, look at this. They giving us birth control. Yo, B. You know, that's a terrible.
Wow.
That's like a weird mafia slash.
I'm gonna let you cook.
Yeah, you know.
All
What's
right.
okay? What's a good New York accent? I'm trying to think. What's the
what up, B?
Son?
Oh, everything I love. For real though. Word is bond.
You over here quoting what's the movie? You over here quoting
word is bond.
What's that
dead
shit?
Dead ass.
Yeah, you over here quoting
Tim's dead ass on everything.
What's that shit with Mekhi Phifer in the
you're not talking about you're not talking about Juice, but you're talking about
not Juice.
I don't know. No, I'm not quoting them, but for some reason,
because that's what it sounds like you were saying. What the fuck is that movie? Now I gotta look it up.
Mekhi, he only been on a handful of movies. Mekhi, let him live.
Phifer.
But everything I was saying, can you just picture a rat just looking
Paid in
at
Full.
you? Oh, that's what it. Yeah.
Because it sounded like you was like on everything I love. I'm like, you quoting?
Word is bond, cuz. Excuse me. Word is bond.
Yeah, I feel like my New York accent. I'm like, sup, done, B.
The done data. Okay.
Bacon nugget cheese. I don't. They're gonna be like, yeah, this guy's not from here.
But point is, y'all gotta. What is so hard about just putting a big ass bomb in a stink bomb in the sewer system and destroy all these rats? Like, it's not that hard.
Or how about you just flood the streets with cats? Just be like, boom, go get them.
Man,
like
that was a move. That's what we did when in our younger days, my mom, we was out here living with roaches and a couple mices, and we threw in a couple cats. Well, one cat.
Got him out.
It was a done deal. I was like, I ain't seen a rodent since.
he did his job. Yeah. You know, I feel like put him, and then once, because people are gonna be like, well, where do the cats go? I was like, take them home. Give them a job. You know, they're like, go, all right, put your 8 hours in. Come back, Frisky.
Wait, well, dogs have jobs, so why can't cats?
Exactly.
Hey, that's discrimination, my guy.
I feel like it's a win for the city. Put the cats to work. You know, you got the dogs over here being service animals. The cats out here are riding the streets of rodents. Yeah. New York will be the cleanest city in the world. Put these animals to use.
With a whole bunch of animals roaming the streets.
Or, you know what? Since the robot's going to take over anyways, why don't you create a robot rodent task force? Because they're going to go in places that people either can't get or people don't want to pick up dead rodents. Send robots in there. All you're doing is exterminating rodents. Like, that's why
I'm always hesitant eating at places in New York. Because it can be, I'm gonna be honest.
Very sketch.
You can see all of this A grading scale, but to know that y'all still having issues is really telling me, yeah, it's A, but in the fine print, we still got rats roaming around.
Fine print, streets. It's like, we bought this review. Eat at your own discretion. That's what it says there. It's also very telling because that even came up today when we're eating pizza, and it's because there is something different. Eating pizza in New York, eating pizza in New Jersey, it tastes different. And it's that water. And if the water is what makes the food taste different, it's something in here that we probably shouldn't be eating. But it ain't killed us yet. So New Yorkers just like, it makes the dough good. Paisan, more water from the bay. You know, or whatever.
This guy here.
You know. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get a New York accent one day. They're gonna be like, "Yo, he got it. He got it." Topic number 2. This one. Boogie, what you wearing on this one, Boogie? Husband is convicted of. A husband is whoever what? Husband of a woman dying with cancer tried to strangle her to death to ease her suffering. God damn. I was like, what is going on? This is a 47-year-old woman who was already in hospice care, was dying of cancer, was almost strangled to death by her husband who wanted her to die even faster, allegedly. Last week, Dwayne McCullough of Utah pleaded guilty to attempted manslaughter for choking his wife, Arinda Lee McCullough, on her deathbed, long crime reports. Dwayne claimed that he wanted to ease his wife's suffering by choking and putting her out of her misery. Arinda was diagnosed with cancer in 2020, and by 2021, it had metastasized to her neck, brain, lungs, and liver. Sending healing energy to her. As her family members surrounded Arinda during her last moments, Dwayne reportedly started strangling Arinda, who was gasping for air, before family members jumped in, pulled him away from her. Arinda died the next day. He said he put his face up against hers and put his hand around her neck to her carotid. Is that right? Carotid artery, and pushed just hard enough to help her with suffering and to make her pass away quicker, detectives wrote. Dwayne said he would do this again because he loved his wife. Arinda's adult son filed the police report. Dwayne took a plea deal that had been reduced his attempted murder charge for attempted manslaughter. He still faces up to 15 years. He'll be sentenced in December. What says you, Boogie? Death packs have been known a lot of times. A lot of people sometimes will do things to help ease their partner. What says you murder?
Yeah, that
or was he trying to help her?
That didn't sound like a death pact to me. Because just listening to what you said, you said in her last moments. So she was surrounded by family. So she was already getting up out of here. You know, no offense, but she was already.
No, you're right.
She was already getting up out of here. But for some reason, the husband was like, "Nah, you ain't getting out fast enough, and I want you to finally be pain free." Hey, guy, you do not control whether or not someone lives or dies. Just enjoy the moments that you have with your wife and let her pass whenever she decides to pass. Pretty much what it sounds like to me is what he was getting tired of waiting for her to pass. So he was like, yeah, let me go ahead and expedite this situation here. Come on, my guy. Like, if you're doing an actual death pact where, you know, the sickly, the terminally ill person is asking you to help ease pass, them along, transition, you got to do things that I think will keep you safe, like
recording in order,
like
maybe have her sign a little paper.
You know what I'm saying? Like just record her saying said things.
Maybe not do it around the entire family.
The fact that the son was like, "Nah, nigga, this ain't
911. This is not how she wanted to die."
And she's gasping for air. Now, if she wasn't gasping, it was like, "All right, I'm ready." Yeah, that's a different story. But come on, my guy.
See, okay. So, okay. Was the gasping of air before or after he was choking her? I feel like that was kind of left out. Because if it was one of those, oh my God, she's gasping for air, she's choking, let me just kind of help ease her into the upper room. Was it a situation like that? Or was it just like, you know, guys, I've really enjoyed this time with you guys. Oh, she's not dying fast enough. Like, what was
Strangling just seems
How
a little
did it
too
go?
intimate for me. Like you could have did, hey, can we get her a little bit more morphine to ease her pain? You could have even did the pillow method, the old school pillow
Well,
method.
it was kind of romantic, Boogie, because he says he got closer to her, put his face against hers. It was probably like, I love you. I'm
No, to me
trying
it sounds like bitch die already.
That's
You know
probably
what
what
I
it
mean?
was. You know what it was? He was like, you know what? They said the check was supposed to hit
Right, that
at
alimony
5:15, but you
policy,
know
my
what?
guy.
She still got life in her. The check ain't hitting until the monitor goes beep. So
Husband was like, say less.
we just gonna ease her along just a little bit. Like that to me. They say patience is a virtue. It's like, my boy, like what was going on in your mind? Like,
not to be patient.
But also, it's just like, dude, she died. The next day. Also, okay, look, if you choking my mom out on her deathbed, you not walking out that hospital. They're gonna have to pull up a stretcher. Go ahead, my boy. You gonna be in hospice next. Like, I'm beating the brakes off you. There's no way. There's no way.
It just doesn't sound right to me. I'm sorry. While he's in cuffs, this is what she wanted. She asked me to do this.
She wanted to be choked to death.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, my guy.
You're not beating this case, bro. You eat them 18 years. Like, you could have just waited, bro. You could have just waited for her to pay. Even if, okay, because nobody wants to see their loved ones gasping on their deathbed. Even if it's a situation like that, I gotta be like, yo, nurse, doctor, is there anything that we can do to help ease this gasping? But I'm about to strangle
her.
We're not about to do
That's
that.
your option? There were so many other options that he could have did.
What is going on? He's like, no, I got the choker. Like that's what it is. I'm like, dude, like, no, you don't have to do this.
Oh god.
So, but I do. I'm just like, dude.
Well, guess what? Now he has to reap the benefits, or I should say the effects of his action.
He's gonna be getting choked out for the rest of his life.
He's gonna be choked out. He gonna definitely be choked out. So good luck, my guy, and also RIP. So
yes, definitely RIP to her. Boogie.
Yes,
These
sir.
niggas is tripping.
That they are.
Who you got for y'all niggas is tripping this week?
Your niggas is tripping has got to go to, I don't even know what it's called. I should say regular person, because he's not a dentist. He's not a DDS.
He's a civilian.
He is a civilian. Brandon Dillard. Hey, Brandon, I'm gonna need to talk to you real quick. Oh no, because you're still detained. The judge denies bond for the top Atlanta veneer tech, Brandon Dillard. Now,
how do you get that job being like the top veneer tech?
He calls himself the top veneer specialist.
It's like self-appointed.
Yeah, self-appointed. Brandon Dillard is not a dentist. He never been a dentist. And as much as he may want to play one on Instagram, he is not one. This company that he works for has 157,000 followers on Instagram and has been in operation since 2021. But the criminal arrest warrants for Dillard said he is not a licensed dentist and has been illegally performed veneer procedures since 2021, ladies and gentlemen. Only a licensed dentist can legally perform the veneer procedures Dillard has been offering in Georgia. This man has even put out social media pages that show off the smiles, who are satisfied and promote deals like a raffle contest for the $5,500 veneer procedure. He's been getting $5,500, $5,500 a pop for these procedures.
Yeah, I don't want raffled off teeth. Like, if I can't afford to pay for them, I ain't about to go through no raffle. Like, that's just, it's insane. Like, come on.
Listen, Dillard is being charged with 8 felonies, including practicing dentistry without a license, practicing medicine without a license, and theft by deception.
Yeah.
Guys, well, I feel like we've had this conversation before again.
And again.
Why are we not doing the due diligence and the research? Just because somebody is promoting something on Instagram does not mean it is official, that it is legit.
You ain't got to go out here and buy everything you see on the gram. My bad, Boogie.
No. I'm just saying, improperly installed veneers can lead to infections and other serious medical problems. Now, if you go on said Instagram, it's all glitz and glam. Yeah, the teeth look good, but overall, you have not been checked out by a licensed dentist. So you don't know what could happen by getting them chiclets in your mouth.
Yeah, you got to think about like 2-3 years down the road. You know, you got to think about like improper gum and teeth care that's connected to your heart, your brain, your eyes. There's so many things, and y'all just letting veneer techs play in y'all mouth. We'll say this much though. Couple things. Where do the veneers tech go to get their teeth done at? I'm like, are they going to real dentists? Are they going to other veneer techs?
Great question.
Because they grills it's like, damn, who did your teeth? Did you do your teeth?
Great
you
question.
know. Secondly, the teeth on the website look good. I'm not going to even hold the brother. He does amazing work.
Wow.
Only problem is you're not certified. So that kind of trumps the amazing work that you're doing. I think, but we talked about this when we were going over this. I think the punishment should be you want to get out of jail. You got to go to dental school. You got to go to dental school. Not only go to dental school, you have to come out with a degree, get your certificate, and then we'll let you out of jail. And now you can properly become a celebrity dentist. You know how many people getting their teeth fixed in Atlanta? You know how many big teeth veneer niggas is walking around here? Go get your dental license, my brother. Get out of jail. And then you can install them teeth. Do it the right way.
Once again, Atlanta has proved themselves as the city of scammers. Once again. And I just want to double down. Ladies and gentlemen, any type of services that you are doing to your body, this is why they have these parameters as called licenses, because it is federally and state accepted by folks that have actually done the schooling, the education to pass said license. You don't know what could happen to your teeth, your gums and teeth. I just pray for the folks that have had because where you gonna go now? Because now you going to other dentists and they like, where you get this done?
It's like when you cheat on your barber.
Yeah.
You know what? They need to have like, the people who was doing like botched or whatever. They need to do that for teeth. There needs to be dentists. You know what, Boogie? I'm gonna go. You know what? Maybe I should go to dental school.
Whoa!
They need to have, because all these fucked up ass grills and veneers that people gotta take out. There needs to be licensed, degreed professionals, heavily degreed professionals. It's like, oh shit, you got an upper bite on top of your upper bite. Let's get in here and let's fix that.
That is a great show, but I doubt folks. Well, maybe there are folks that want to get a little check just to be on camera to show off their teeth.
People always want to go the easy route, and y'all gonna learn. I mean, I ain't learned yet, but eventually y'all gonna learn the easy route.
Will they learn? No.
It's just so much harder. Like, cut it out, because now you got to go and get all that work done again, and dental work is not. It's painful. It's so come on, bro.
Not cheap.
And it's expensive, exactly. So it's like a twofer.
Yeah. All right. Who you got for your niggas is tripping?
My young niggas is tripping, man.
This guy.
Right. A fight broke out in my hometown. There was a Trump rally, and it was crazy because, of course, I'm like, let me see what really happened. I saw the video. 2 Trumpers were fighting each other. There was a white Trumper and a black Trumper, and what looked like the white Trumper was getting the best of the black Trumper. Cops eventually showed up, and of course, the cops rushed to go and get the black Trumper. But then a couple of white Trumpers were like, no, not the nigga. Get this white guy. I'm sure they didn't call him a nigga, but maybe they did. And it was just one of those things where I was like, really, Saginaw? Really? I see y'all still got fists, Saginaw still got hands. But I really question the brother. Like, I get that there are black Trumpers out here, but it's like situational awareness. And it's almost as if y'all don't have any when you put on that red hat or that red sweatshirt, and you just think that you are automatically welcomed, and you are not. And it's just like, my God, vote for who you want to vote for. Do all that other goofy bullshit, but do it safely. What? Come on, man. Come on. And you know what? You deserve to get your ass whooped. You deserve to get your ass whooped for going out there and thinking that you were just like them people. And you know what's crazy? I looked at the still shots of that. There was a woman in the background who was smiling while that white dude was duffing that brother. And it's just like, man, I bet you will learn next time not to take your black ass out there. It also makes me wonder, are you still casting your vote for Trump? If you are, okay, that's your business. But, do better. Do better, nigga. Do better.
This isn't a political show, but I do want to stress that, guys, for political parties where you want to be the standout and do different things, guess what? Not everybody's going to agree with said agreement. Okay, said choice, I should say. Okay.
I want to know what led to that. I really want to know, because I'm like, y'all both here for the same cause. What could y'all be fighting about? Y'all both are against women's rights. Y'all both are against black people. Don't know why that brother's against his own self, but there's a lot of self-hating black folks out here. So what could y'all have to fight about? He's like, hey, I like Trump. Yeah, but still a nigger. Boom. Like, I imagine that's what happened. I imagine that is what happened. And, well, you get what you deserve.
Let them bump heads. It don't matter to me. Saginaw, once again, has proved who they are.
Some ruffians.
Yeah,
Draymond,
once again.
Myself, 989, baby.
All right. Because like I said, you are who you are. They are who they say they are.
Look, I would put it to you this way. If you run up on someone from Saginaw, just sometimes just proceed with caution. Most of us, even the white folks, that spirit of Draymond Green is just like, look, just proceed with caution. Sometimes
they all got internal PTSD, trauma, and just issues.
We might all have anger issues. It might be a city of just angry motherfuckers.
Might, because y'all in Saginaw. That's why y'all mad.
Whoa.
Oh,
first
okay.
Of all,
My bad.
The folks like myself and Draymond Green, we are no longer there. We have elevated ourselves to not being in the city anymore.
Okay. That's what it is.
We come back, we do charities for the youths.
And then realize why y'all left.
Realize why we ain't here. He does, basketball camps. I'm eventually come back and be like, yeah, little nigga, this is how you shoot stuff. Press record on the camera. You could be a film producer like me. You got to get back to the youth, Boogie. You got to give back. You got to inspire. I want you to leave Saginaw, little nigga. Leave. That's part of my speech one day. Every person has that speech written out. You got to thank the people from your city. Even if you didn't grow up in a rough part of your city, it's always like, I want to inspire people from my city. And it's like, bro, you grew up in the burbs. I still want to inspire them niggas. I got a speech like that. Anyways, keeping this thing rolling to the final topic.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
California is making it very much easier for old people to get in accidents. The TMV is eliminating the written test for license renewals for drivers who are 70 and older. Says here on Monday, the California Department of Motor Vehicles revealed that it will eliminate the requirement for most drivers age 70 and above to complete written knowledge tests when renewing their license. Previously, all drivers age 70 and older were required to take a written knowledge test upon the expiration of their license. Says, however, these drivers will still need to go to the DMV office for vision tests and to have their photo updated during the renewal process. As according to the DMV, drivers who have been involved in 2 or more accidents over the last 2 years, 3 or more accidents in the past 3 years, have experienced or have experienced a DUI suspension within the last 2 years, or have accumulated more than 1 violation point in the last 2 years, still need to take the knowledge test.
I wonder why they decided to eliminate the written test. Probably because they can't see anymore.
Just say that they can't see the paper.
They can't see the paper anymore. Now, if
and hold the pen.
If that's an issue, then my guy, you shouldn't be on the wheel. You shouldn't be. You should be able to be on the wheel. Why are we doing this? This is the scariest thing alive. Right now. Like, bump horror movies, bump Halloween coming up right now. This is the scariest thing alive. I do not want to be on the road. Granted, I don't want to be walking in the streets because y'all forget. People are still riding up on sidewalks and hitting pedestrians.
Not just pedestrians, they driving through whole buildings.
Yeah, they are. I have seen an influx of those videos as well. Like, this is the most reckless, ruthless. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
This one is not one of those ageist things, because there are definitely people who are over 70, very cognizant, who are great drivers. We're not talking about those people. We ain't talking about those people.
Not at all. Because you could probably pass said test.
Yeah. I think there's got to be more than just if you've gotten into any accidents. There's got to be more than just a vision test. Like, you might need to have your heart checked. You got to have a physical before you get behind the wheel.
I shared this months ago. Because I did a dummy and let my driver's license expire. Yep. And guess what I had to do? I had to go to a PCP for them to sign off that I am physically able to be behind the wheel. Okay, so I want that the same for said 70-year-old and olders.
It's one of those things where, because I get that you don't want to take away the independence of the older population.
Sometimes you gotta.
But for folks who maybe we should incentivize things like Uber, Lyft, to give them credit, so that way you can be out in the streets, but someone else is getting you where you need to be.
I agree.
That way you're not
That's smart.
putting the lives of other people at risk. Like, also, let's look at California. You know how many accidents happen on the highways of California when it rains? Like, the amount of accidents.
California is one of those states where I've never seen so many lanes in a highway ever in my life, and there's still traffic from the beginning to the end of the highway. So, and people drive really fast in California. Yeah. Let me just say that there were times where I was scared for my life and holding on to the sides of anything that I can get my hands to, because my sister at the time was driving me to the airport, and at one point I was like, you know what, just let me out right here.
LAX.
I will walk to LAX from here. I promise you, I get there just fine.
Man, it's, you know what, you ever been like in Mexico and you know how fast they drive in Mexico, and the roads are really small, and or when you go up in the mountains, and it's like, are we going to go off the mountain? Like,
Yeah.
then and they just like they
Okay.
zooming
Little
through
plug right there. Okay,
and
humble
everything.
brag. All right, humble
I would
brag.
rather go through those mountains where the tires are about to ride off the side of this cliff than drive in Los Angeles. That is
Yeah.
how bad the traffic is. I thought Chicago's traffic was bad. I
Mhm.
thought Atlanta was bad. You want to talk about
Yeah.
traffic that gives you so much anxiety? That is what I think of when I see LA. It is just like, no. What is it, 405 that they
Yeah.
talk about? How bad that
The
highway is?
10.
It's
Yeah.
just like, hell no. Sitting in traffic for 3 to 4 hours, I'm like, nigga, I
Those
could
are
not commute.
Yeah.
Like, I would
Those
shoot
yeah.
myself.
Those are different rush hour times than trying to drive in New York, for instance. New York, yes, there is congestion, but my gosh, we are still moving at some point.
There's always
Now,
a break in New York.
there's always a break. California, the break is, guess what? There's the tectonic plates are breaking right now. That's what it is. Okay.
California, you will see dudes out there practicing golf swings. You will see people throwing baseballs, footballs, because that is how long they have been sitting there. Is motherfuckers out there. Literally, you've seen people cranking up grills and people coming over, giving people like, yeah, here's $5. Throw me a frank, my boy. Like, let me get one of them burgers. Like, that is what the traffic is like out. It's just like, dude.
I saw somebody getting their hair braided and got their hair finished in the traffic.
I can believe it. I can believe it. It's like, yeah, might as well go ahead and crank out some of these knotless braids here real quick. And we ain't going nowhere. I mean, you get your homework done in the back seat. It's a lot you can do in LA traffic, and y'all want to give old people no tests or anything?
This is
come on, y'all.
reckless behavior. What they saying is they trying to curb population. That's really what they.
You know what? I was one or two things. Conspiracy has either population control. This is the insurance company was like, you know what? We need more accidents, and the insurance company and the police department was like, how can we write more tickets and get more accidents? Let's make sure old people don't have to take these tests anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey guys, I just want y'all to be safe out there. It is clearly GTA out there.
Man.
So
I'm just glad I don't live in California, so I ain't got to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it, okay? Y'all folks who live in California, y'all be safe.
Yeah, y'all be safe out there for real.
Be safe. Boogie! We have come to the end of episode 154, but before we get up out of here, it's time for the nothing but fact. I know you guys are like, oh my God, is he high? I am. Was it the dispensary earlier? It's like, oh my God. You know, Nate, it's very blunt of you. What is going on? Here we are. Just keep living. Just keep doing your thing. That's the blunt fact. Just keep doing you. I know you're like, yo, life is very difficult, but look, don't let go of the rope. Just keep on keeping on. You here for another day to hear the sound of my voice, hear the sound of Boogie's voice, hear the sound of a lot of other cool people's voices, and maybe even some voices of people that you don't like, but you are still here. Keep on living. That's nothing but fact for the week.
All right, that's respect. I won't. There's nothing negative that I'm trying to be
positive, Boogie. I'm trying to be positive. Zen Nate over here on my Reagan Ted the saying. You know, I'm trying to be. Okay. I'm gonna get it one day. I'm gonna get the saying one day. I'm gonna get it. Like, subscribe on all of your MF and podcast platforms. Boogie, what you got for the people?
Shout out to the Day-uns. Like and subscribe, just like what Nate said. As always, don't forget to smash that bell to receive all of our notifications as soon as our content drops, and to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast and they should be listening to it as well.
That's what I'm saying. Boogie said it. Boogie said it. Also, if you guys don't have any topics you want to talk about, you know, you got our names there. Shoot them to us. I always answer my DMs. We're always looking for dope things to talk about, because sometimes the topics can be lacking, and we get it. We like, damn, we ain't got no topics, but we somehow keep finding a way to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, but don't message me. Message late night. or Book,
Yeah,
or
hit
Nate.
the late night, or hit up me, because Boogie, she's in study mode. We gotta make sure Boogie getting them A's. C's get degrees, but Boogie needs A's.
That is
So
true.
I got nothing else for you. I'm Nate Galloway.
I'm Adrian Bradyberg.
And this is your favorite late night podcast. We sometimes shoot through the day, late night with Nate.